In the duration of that 20-second intro, I had 3 emergencies. 1, I spilled a drink. 2, the batteries in this stupid mouse went out. And 3, my family's calling me.
Never use a wireless mouse, dude. Come on.
It's the worst. I swear to God, Apple owns Duracell.
Apple owns all of the battery companies, all of them.
Why don't they?
They probably fucking do through some weird conglomerate situation. Panama, what was it called? The Panama Papers, where they published where all like Putin owned like half the financial centers in the world or whatever it was.
Yeah. There we go. Now we're rolling. Okay. Hey, welcome back. I did a show with your friend John Stats. He was good.
My life partner, John.
Your life partner. He talked about that. He gave you a lot of credit for being the smart one of the family. I was trying to downplay it, but no, he knows the talking points. So yeah, last slate was kind of crazy. Again.
The Falcons game, yeah.
When Hurts took that touchdown from Saquon.
And then the Neil switching who won the big contest.
That's one of the bigger ones I've seen.
That was crazy.
Still pretty big up top.
Yeah, it was still $100K up top, but yeah, switching
to multiple
$380,000 to $3,000. That's one of those ones where when it happens to you, like when that kind of shit happens to me, like it's one of those things you just need like 10 minutes, and it's like your face feels like it's boiling for 10 minutes, and then you're all right. But like you have to you need to calm down.
Yeah. You may not remember this, but it was either last year or the year before. I was on a 120K chop or 300K single with a Bears game against the Packers. And
I remember this game.
All Fields didn't have to do was throw an interception. So I said, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to put my phone on my chest. I said, if something bad happens, just text me. And I got 40 texts that said, oh my God. I'm like, those are the ones you just sit back and just think. He just didn't have to throw the interception. That was it.
There was a college football showdown earlier this year. I think it was the LSU USC game where that was the only thing going on Sunday. So it was like 150K or some shit. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And Sully had the exact same thing happen to him where he just needed Garrett Nussmeier not to throw a pick on the final drive. And
in a useless game.
The first fucking pass pick.
Yeah. But that's, by the way, shout out to Sully Brochill, one of the greats, if not the greats. But that's the thing in Showdown. Like, it literally comes down to an elbow down at the 1 yard line play. It's a 9-point switch to Hurts from Barkley. It changes everything.
It's NASCAR. See, before Showdown, we had NASCAR, and NASCAR was like that, where nothing mattered until the final 2 minutes of the game, and that's what Showdown is.
Is RPS Ghost Wiley? No, I'm not. I can't.
I've heard multiple theories that our RPS Ghost is Wiley.
See, this now the brand idea is mine. I said because this is going to start conversation about who this really is. So that idea is mine. Once it clicked with me, I was like, oh, yeah, we're doing this. We got a brilliant writer now. Well, Snyder writes great articles. Bobby writes great articles. AP writes great articles. We've got all kind of good writers. But little deficit in golf. And I said, you know what? Let's do as much writing as we can.
See, I thought it was the body that JT was burying in Mexico City yesterday. That's the ghost.
No, that's a good thing we're not live. I don't want that public yet. Are we live? Okay. We'll edit that out. All right, JBC. We talked for about a minute before this game. This is a tough slate to me.
Yeah. This is the hardest one so far by a lot.
This is hard. I don't think the score outcome is going to be too far from what we think.
Right.
I think 2 touchdowns, Jets, 2 field goals, 3 field goals, 1 touchdown, New England Patriots, 2016, something like that. Mm-hmm. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I took New England in the under, and the bet on New England is I'm less confident in their ability to outright win the game than I usually would be with a 6-point underdog.
Right.
Because it's just the reason for the bet is mostly that the possession count is going to be so depressed. New England is a ball controlled team to start with, and Rodgers runs the slowest offense in the NFL, as he has for 20 years. He bleeds the play clock to 1 second every single play.
Right.
And it's just going to be, it's not necessarily that it's a slog, especially when the Jets are on offense. It's just very slow. And the game's going to move slowly, so there aren't going to be a lot of opportunities for people to score points. And, you know, that lends it to and
Rodgers doesn't run anymore, you know.
It's it lends it toward, like, you know, since there's less opportunities, that's better for the defenses because they start with 10. You know, to put it simply, they start with 10 and there's less opportunities for that to get knocked down and for other people to go up. So you have to like the defenses today. Even in a normal game, you're thinking, oh, I need a pick 6 for the defense to be optimal. I don't know that that's the case today.
No, 7 points is a pretty good score tonight on anyone, like for a Jets defense. And
we just talked about how, like, if Jacoby Brissett and Rodgers could score 8 and be optimal.
Well, my thing is with that, because that's what we were talking about first. Because I have Breece Hall and Ramondre in every lineup. I think gross scoring, they're going to be the 1-2. I think it's pretty safe to say that. So,
Garrett Wilson could, but
could. That's the one question mark. Can Garrett Wilson surpass the quarterbacks? If he does, that does a lot of damage to the quarterbacks being in the lineup, and he can do that without
fit all of it.
You can fit all of it, and this is where we differed. Well, we kind of agreed a little bit. Is that if both kickers are 10 and 11 points, then collectively they take out a quarterback. I mean, the ceiling. What's your ceiling on Rodgers?
20.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Like, I don't have him projected for 20, but I think his ceiling is 20 something.
That's a 3 touchdown game.
Right. And that's the thing. If they could win 21-17, he could throw 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. So, but what's your projection on him? Realistically in this game?
14.7.
Okay. I have him at a 13. I have Brissett at a very generous 12. And Brissett can't.
I'm lower than that on Brissett, but he does have. Sorry, 1 second. Brissett does have a little rushing upside, which Rodgers does not. If they get down the goal line, they might plunge it. And
true. But he's still only going to throw for 140 yards and maybe a touchdown.
And it's all going to be very spread out, though. There's not like an obvious place to go with it. Like, the New England people that cost 8,000 are the same as the New England people that cost 2,000. So that's why you can kind of just go with the quarterbacks. To me, like, you know,
I don't disagree with you. My thing is then a 3 field goal night for Joey Sly, who I'm now getting like 80% of for that reason. I put him at a 10. He's just kicking the shit out of the quarterbacks, having him in any lineup.
You think New England's going to get into the red zone 3 times or close without scoring a touchdown? That seems like, because then you're thinking New England's going to get down the field 5 times. I don't think that that's going to happen.
I think they get one.
They get down there enough.
Yeah, I mean, because but even at a 9-point projection, that's 2 field goals, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, he's definitely like the kickers are definitely like heavily in play, but not any more so than like Demario Douglas or any of the other chalk plays.
Yeah, I mean, have we ever seen a slate where the 2 kickers are higher priced than every wide receiver on a team? I've never seen that. But he doesn't throw to them. He throws to Hunter Henry and Ramondre Stevenson, and that's it. Is that different tonight?
No, because the Jets, their entire team strength as far as on defense is on the edges. So New England, and that's kind of like, I mean, again, another reason for backing New England is New England's strength is up the middle and on offense. And the Jets' weakness on defense is up the middle. CJ Mosley's injured. And then on the edges, they're great, but New England never throws the ball to the edges. Like, Sauce Gardner isn't going to have to do shit today. Like they're not going to throw like in the New England game plan, they probably didn't even script a play to fucking throw it remotely close to him.
No, that's why they're going to go to Hunter Henry,
Hunter Henry up the middle,
and Gibson.
Yeah, I mean, I get the argument for all the New England receivers being dog shit. I get that argument. Yeah. Also, Brissett is not like a scrambling quarterback in the sense of like going around the outside. It's like straight up the fucking gut.
Yeah. Austin Hooper's reliable. He caught a pass against the Bengals that looked good when they beat the Bengals. I feel it's that kind of game.
For the record, the guy telling me I need a haircut, I'm doing this. It's a bit.
And pretty ironic comes from Joe Bald.
Yeah. Right. This is a bit.
Do you know Joe Bald?
I'm gonna keep growing it until it like gets down to my shoulders.
Are you doing that?
I'm thinking about it just to make my wife mad.
What about the beard?
Well, I mean, I've done the beard down to here before, so we'll see. Long hair with no beard would be really funny looking, I think. So maybe that's the choice, or maybe I'll grow my hair really long and then shave my beard and dye the hair.
Yeah. This show is brought to you by Supercuts. Grab yourself a cut today. You mentioned JBC at any Supercuts around America. You'll get $15 off your haircut. Asterisk, you may not get $15 off your haircut. I do go to Supercuts, MN. That is a lie. I don't know how much more I can prove it. In fact, I've told him this story.
I'm more of a sports clips guy.
What sports clips?
Oh man, they like massage your neck and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's great.
Legal. Is that a strip club?
Basically.
Okay.
But yeah, go on.
Insert fakest laugh of all time from Wiley. That's not a fake laugh, CTK. I can't fake laugh. All right. Yeah, I think that, well, let's talk about eliminations, right? Again, Ty Conklin, who does nothing, is 2,800 and 25% projected on flex captain. 22% in flex, 23% in flex.
Why would you captain anybody besides Breece Hall and Stevenson and Wilson?
I know. That's it. That's all you can do tonight.
Or a defense. Sorry. You could do a defense if you really like wanted to be spicy.
Yes, and I said with like I'm eliminating Gibson.
Gibson or Gibson?
Not Gibson, absolutely not Gibson. But I could have some lineups with him only with the Jets defense as
the captain,
right? Because he could run one back, right? So he could get 17-7.
Correlation.
Correlation. Correct.
Yeah.
So that's what I agree with you there. Like it's Breece Hall, Ramondre, maybe a little Garrett Wilson in case he goes off. But
quarterbacks have a high floor, dude. I'm playing the quarterbacks. Especially Rodgers. Rodgers is getting 10. 10 is optimal.
Yeah, 10 at 10K.
It doesn't matter about 10K because you like the salary is irrelevant because of how cheap the Demario Douglas and all those people are.
Right. Do any of those New England receivers pop though? That's the question.
I like Douglas. I think Douglas is like I'm getting like 60%.
Would you max one of those four?
No rules. Fuck that.
Okay.
No rules, just right. Outback Steakhouse, sponsor of RPS. I actually won a bet on this with my brother-in-law. So the last time I was in Australia, I bet my brother-in-law that there would be an Outback Steakhouse in Australia. And there's like 5 of them. And I'm thinking in my head, are they Australians posing as Americans posing as Australians? The waiters?
Right.
It seems like very counterintuitive that they would have that there, but they did.
There's a decent one in Lexington now at the mall if you just want to go chill out and do some work. Now, is there anything Australian about it? No. Did you take your in-laws there and say, "Hey, welcome"?
No, because we were in Melbourne and they're in Sydney. I was only in Sydney for a day, and my in-laws weren't there.
No, I'm saying, did you take them to the one in Memphis and say, "Hey,
I
does
should
this remind you of home?"
Listen, I tell my father-in-law all the time I'm going to take him to fucking Outback, and I still haven't fucking done it yet.
He said,
They'll walk in and he'll be like, "You're not the," like, he'll just start talking shit to the waiter. It'll be funny. You know, he's the real deal. He looks and sounds like Crocodile Dundee.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Douglas or Conklin?
Douglas.
Yeah, I'm out on Conklin.
Douglas.
Conklin doesn't do anything. I'd rather play Ruckert. Ruckert got more targets than Conklin last week.
Conklin is so, like, I play in a $5,000 league. Conklin's my tight end. He sucks, and I hate him.
Yeah, he's not. He just doesn't do anything.
You told me this before the last Jets showdown, and I did not listen to you. This motherfucker sucks ass.
Yeah, just dump him. Take 3,000 out. That's 25.
It's like 16 teams. Like, I can't dump him. Like, he's better than whoever I would get.
Yeah, I mean,
although no, I thought about just going no tight end in order to cut somebody that was not a handcuff in order to get Kareem Hunt, but I just cut a handcuff instead. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, I mean, if 25% of the field's playing Conklin and he does nothing again, he's a 1 for 10 guy, then all right, so you've taken out 25% of the field by not having him.
Right. But he runs all the routes. And ultimately, if they're on the goal line, they could throw it to him, and all he has to do is catch that one ball.
That's correct. That's correct. But instead, they're going to throw it to Ruckert or Lazar or Braylon Allen. And let's get to Allen, okay?
Allen, dude. Last week, that was so fucking
insane.
ridiculous.
It was insane. He, without the repeat performance of 2 touchdowns for, what is he, 15 years old?
Yeah. I'm in the cabana at Circa, and the level of tilt from, Sully and Squid and me over the Braylon Allen touchdowns was substantial. Because it's like, we were like, you just like locked Breece Hall on FanDuel last week, and it was, oh my God, I wanted
on a Breece Hall 40% own night. Yeah, it stinks. Not tonight. Let people dive into 5,800, 5,200 Braylon Allen. I think his ceiling is 7 without a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't like Braylon Allen at all.
No, I think he scores less than the kicker.
How do you play him over a kicker or a defense?
Correct. Now we're vibing. So do that lineup then. Okay, do your expensive captain. So your expensive captain is Breece Hall, and then you do Stevenson, and then you do Rodgers, right?
Right.
So it leaves your average of 3,600. So who do you do next?
Hold on. Let me start clicking through real quick.
You must have some low price.
Right. So hitters. Yeah, Hall, Stevenson, Rodgers. If you play Brissett, in addition, you can't play Demario Douglas, and you have to just play Drags.
You could play Ruckert.
If you skip Brissett, let's say you skip Brissett and you go with Douglas, you're looking at $3,350 a player. And so the players down there that you could really like dig your teeth into are, Tyquan Thornton, who's made me a lot of money before. Shout out Tyquan Thornton. Jeremy Ruckert, even like an Irvin Charles, you can, and then there's, there's Booty. It just depends on who's active and who's inactive also.
There could be a theory that a $0 player, 0-point output player like a Ruckert is still fine.
I don't think it's not going to be optimal, but it's fine because salary doesn't matter. You're going to need your players to hit something.
Yeah.
Because it's like unless if Jacoby and Rodgers and like if it's that lineup with the 2 running backs and the quarterbacks, then you may get into a situation where a 0 works. But
this is why I like our Discord, because Little Trope, he created a parlay we could retire on. We've been talking about this all day. Shout out Little Trope. We're having some customer
retirement parlay.
The retirement parlay, yes. So, and then we got our director of smiles, 1 of 1.
Oh, the retirement parlay has to be both defenses to score, both kickers
Yes.
to kick more than 2 field goals.
Yes.
That's got to be something nuts.
Hey, by the way, did you know? I don't know if you saw my tweet today, but downtown in Lexington, Kentucky, there's a tarot reading place where tarot card reading and energy healing, but on their menu, I can also buy custom spells. So I got a few today.
How much were those?
They were 3 for $20.
Spells,
yes.
Like how Tony hasn't been through Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, like let's mess some people.
What are the spells? Let's hear the spells.
I didn't actually do it, but there's a sign
Why
outside.
Did you not do? No. Now we're gonna lose.
I was trying to. You're the first person I'd go to if I said, "What spell should I get?"
Dude, if you had bought the spells and then it hit today,
yeah,
would you believe in the spells?
What would the spell be? Ty Conklin not playing?
I want you to write on the spell Ty Conklin touchdown.
Ty Conklin 4 touchdowns.
Right. One thing we did do, which was fucking great last year. Me and Dan and Sully all did this. We bought these money candles on Etsy. They were selling these candles where they were supposed to like bring money to you. And so at the beginning of the slates, we would light these fucking money candles as like a fucking bit. I need to fucking get another one. That'd be fucking great.
It worked well for Sully.
I mean, it's worked. Yeah, it's worked well for me. It's worked well for Sully, and it's worked well for Dan. I mean, more money candles. They're only like $5.
Light one up right now, bitch.
I don't have it on. My wife maintains the candles. I don't know where they are.
Your wife and her Australian family.
Yes, and her Australian self.
Did you see the Shane Gillis Netflix special? It's one of the funniest, the most recent one. Something about dogs.
Probably not.
Okay. He had a great bit about Australians that no matter what they say, it sounds funny.
Yeah.
Like if a car's coming at you, going to hit you, he goes, "Oh, look out." It's hilarious.
I do find myself doing that. I'll be talking to my in-laws, and like you have that like instinct to mock somebody over like for how they sound.
Yep. You absorb the language, right?
Yes.
All right. Back to the show. There was a lot of heat about KJ, a lot of chatter about KJ Osborne. I can't see 2 of these guys being on the winner, so I'm going to put a max 1 rule. I know you don't like rules, but I just can't see 2, even though that's going to burn me.
Just right, dude.
What is that from? Is that Outback?
Outback. That's the Outback tagline.
Their bread's pretty good.
No fucking rules. Rules are for bitches.
What about the rule of min 1 Breece Hall, min 1 Ramondre Stevenson?
I'm not going to do it. It's just going to do it on its own. I guarantee you.
Okay.
I ran it blind before we went on the show just to like get a vibe. And
let me tell you what I got.
I had 99% Breece Hall. There was one lineup without him.
I in captain?
No, not in captain, but like captain plus flex.
What's your captain of Breece Hall?
Like fucking 60.
Yeah, Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna only play 3 captains.
Even on a week night for both of those guys, they're just there. They're just the highest grossing players.
I think the only person besides those 3 that could be captain is if Jacoby runs in 2 touchdowns.
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening either, but it could happen.
Christine says, shout out Christine. Gerard Mayo acknowledged they want to get D. Douglas more involved. He wants to get more D involved. MN already picked up on that joke. There you go. Lowering in salary tonight. Yeah, you always lower him in salary. I'm at 0.
You have to, or else you won't get enough defense.
There you go, Steve Boynton. No rules. but zero.
It depends. There is some upside to just like jamming the shit out of Hunter Henry and doing the and maxing the salary.
Bro, he gets 12 targets.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be the highest scoring receiver.
Right. So it's like, okay, like if you don't, it just replaces all your defense kicker with Hunter Henry, which is fine.
Fallick had his Conklin night. There'll be no more Conklin nights. No.
Yeah.
Fallick
will no longer be on this program.
No, because of that alone. The good news is that a lot of these Stone Min players you can just X out. You know, the 1.1 point guys.
I don't know, because it's like if they catch a long one, they're like automatically optimal because all the scoring is going to be so fucking low.
But like who? Irvin Charles?
Yeah, any of those guys.
They're
any
not
of those shitters down there.
No, Jalen Ruckert. I don't know his first name. Corey.
Fucking
Ricky. Jeremy. Ricky Ruckert.
You got Boot. What about Booty?
Booty,
Javon Baker. Like any of these guys could randomly be out there and catch something.
Kayshon Boutte.
Yeah. It's Booty, right? Or is it Boot?
I don't know. Let's decide what it is.
Booty. I think it's Booty.
It's Booty. I don't care what anyone says in the chat. It's Booty. Yeah, I see what you mean, but I don't think Brissett has thrown a ball for more than 20-yard reception all year.
Well, if somebody breaks a tackle, they gonna run.
Break a tackle
and get down the fucking field.
Booty's your guy.
Up the fucking field. Everybody agrees that it's Boutte. Boutte.
It's Booty. Boutte. I will leave a Malachi Corley in there for 1,800. Now
I'm going to play. Listen, all these guys are in the pool. They're all. I'm not.
I know you're at every pool.
Out. Yeah. They could be inactive. That. I'm not ruling them out. They could get.
You're playing Kendrick Bourne. Just in case.
Kendrick Bourne, not even on the team.
So you think it's
insane? Is he on the team or is he hurt?
No, he's hurt. He's on the team. He's hurt. Yeah.
But yeah, I think our biggest disagreement on this game is the quarterbacks. I like Jacoby Brissett. Like I want to be at least 60%. His floor is too high.
Yeah. It's just that if the kickers do damage, if one of these mid-range Alan Lazard types do damage.
But that's a lot of if. You know what the if for Jacoby Brissett? It's if he doesn't get injured, he's getting 9 or 10.
Yeah.
The one if.
Yeah. But that still chews up a lot of salary on those ifs.
It does. But, you know, otherwise you're just stacking 5-1 Jets, which I don't fucking want. I'm not playing 5-1.
No, I'm actually low on 5-1s. I don't think it's going to be a 5-1 night at all.
But that's the thing. The most likely person other than Stevenson to score anything for New England is fucking Jacoby.
Yeah. So if you did double running back, double quarterback, you've got 950 average for the next two. So you're going to need one of those bomb players to work.
Right. You play. If you do that, you play a drag, and then you play your Tyquan Thornton, Malachi Corley, Jeremy Ruckert. That's with Breece Hall at captain.
That's with Breece Hall at captain. Right. So then you're hoping a 0 works out. It's just
Brad Moore makes a very good point here, which is Jacoby Brissett touches the ball every play. In this game, that's important.
I like Brissett better than Rodgers.
I like them both. They both touch the ball every fucking play.
Well, they get the ball snapped to them every play. So is that
to answer this question from Trevor Bryan? I don't think Brissett flex requires a pass catcher.
Not if you have to run two in the scenario.
Like if he sneaks one in, then he's optimal.
Yeah. I don't think the ceiling for Rodgers and Brissett for me is enough.
You don't need ceiling.
Huh?
You don't need ceiling.
You do if it's an 11, 12-point night for Sly. He's just bumped them out at that point.
If you play all 4.
Yeah.
Like there is a chance that one of them or both of them beat Stevenson. Hall, maybe, I mean, less, but still there.
There is a point, yes, because Gibson does steal shit.
It's yeah, like Stevenson, there's a world where Stevenson only gets 8 or 9. And
that would be bad.
And then you're gonna need Rodgers and Brissett.
I may do, instead of a min 1 Ramondre, a min 1 of Gibson Ramondre, just in case.
I'm just gonna lock Brees and let the rest go. Probably.
That's what I would do. Yes, let the people play Braylon Allen at 7 points, and he won't hit the slate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like eliminate Braylon Allen, but like,
there are other 5K players that can surpass.
You could easily, like, I think that if the Jets did what they did last week on offense, that Brees would have been captain, but Braylon Allen also would have been in the lineup.
Yep.
I don't mind playing both of them. It's going to be low scoring as hell. Like and that's what I'm saying. Like with so few data points as far as scoring and how slow they play, you can that's why I'm saying setting rules is dumb, because pretty much anything could fucking win.
The narrative on Mike Williams, people want to, I think it's a lot of copium. People want to believe Mike Williams is the guy tonight.
He only got to catch one pass.
What are the data points that point to, like, he didn't get Lazard was still targeted
150-yard touchdown and he's optimal.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, someone was talking about copium in the Discord tonight, Vincent. Copium, yeah. How does this game become a shootout? It's the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, if the Patriots are like gutting them up the gut, like if they're running it like San Francisco did the first game, that could turn into a shootout. If they're doing, Ramondre's running for 6, they pack the box, play action, Hunter Henry, they're moving it, and then we know the Jets can score if they really fucking feel like it. Rodgers just bleeds the clock a lot. So
I do think the Jets and Rodgers and his American flag run out and his relationship with Lazard will be in play tonight. I don't think Lazard is going to be less than Mike Williams tonight, in my opinion. I still think Lazard is the guy.
Like snap count wise, or like
targets and catches. He had 4 targets.
Mike Williams isn't going to be out there a lot, but I do think that Mike Williams is a better deep threat than Lazard.
Yeah. Is he, though, in 2024?
Yes.
Or was he a dust ball?
29.
All these guys from the past just stink now, though, dude.
Lazard is from the past, motherfucker.
I know. They all stink. Oh, sorry, Lazard. I thought you said Williams. Sorry.
They're both old-ish. Lazard was on the Packers for a long time.
George Kittle's out. Dust.
George Kittle's going to WWE soon.
Probably. All right, let's do Captain Snake Draft, brought to you by DraftKings.
This is stupid.
No, it's not. No, it's not. If you want to play Pick 6, by the way, we should. Well, I think the guys played Pick 6 this afternoon. New customers to Pick 6 on DraftKings, $5 in, you get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Go to dkng.co/RPS. Code RPS. What a terrible take. What was the terrible take? Michael, whose take was terrible?
Yeah, I want to know what take was bad.
Don't let it be mine, Michael, because I have the power to put you in timeout. Like, make it up. Make it up about JBC.
There's only 3 captains.
Well, let's do the snake draft. We can't duplicate. Let's go. You pick first. I'll go next.
Breece Hall.
All right. I'll go. No dupes. Everyone knows the rules. No dupes. I'll go Breece Hall and Ramondre Stevenson. You pick 2.
Like pick 2?
Yeah. It's a snake draft. Top 3.
Breece Hall and Ramondre Stevenson.
What's your third?
Garrett Wilson's the only other player that I might play some Brissett at captain.
You might play some Brissett.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think there's enough rushing upside there as far as like in the red zone.
I go Joey Sly.
Oh, this is good. Okay. Jets DST.
Where'd you see that?
Jets DST.
Oh, as a captain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I
You're right.
Captains
You're right. It'll start at 10 and get to 11, stall out, and you're like, fuck, they're going to be optimal.
Jets and the defenses as captain, I like more than any offensive player besides the main three.
So he kind of split the take. Michael split the take because you said Lazard's dust and I said Mike Williams is dust. And all right, that's fine. Michael, you must be a politician. That was a very fair answer. No timeout for Michael Durbin. Sorry, I'll sit in timeout. You don't have to. You don't have to. Can we have a premium show for the real takes? Yeah.
What is the real the real take here is that the game's gonna be like
we threw everyone off the scent. If this was not a real show about takes, I'd say Captain Ty Conklin.
Yeah, you want takes. Like I'm just trying to help you win. I'm not trying to be out there.
I think there are two viable captains, and then spread
Garrett
out the
Wilson
rest.
is definitely a viable captain.
3 viable captains, and then spread out the rest amongst some scrubs.
Yeah, I think I may just, although I take that back. I'm probably going to play 5. I'm probably going to play the 3 main ones in the defenses.
If Rodgers is going to be captain, he's going to have to throw for more than his 170 yards season.
He's going to have to throw for 200 plus and like 3 tutties,
3 touchdowns.
All the different people.
Or get to the goal line and say, look, I'm back. I'm going to run one in. If he runs one in, he's there. And that scenario has scared the hell out of me.
I don't think he'll ever run one in again.
No, not with those two guys. He's not going to risk his health. That's a good point. DK Metcalf and JSN cruised against this Patriots defense.
Yeah, they did.
And Garrett Wilson.
I also think the Seattle passing offense is better than the Jets.
Yeah. I do. Gabriel, you're on. I know you're on the. Where are you here? There you are. He said, I think. His comment was that the Jets are going to have a monster game today. They're going to come out swinging. Home game. Rodgers is back. And I agree. I think it's going to be huge energy. But also the Bengals had that huge energy, and 7,000 teams in Survivor Pool went out.
Yeah, but the Bengals suck.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Did you research that?
This is the week to use the Bengals in Survivor, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's it. Garrett will absolutely nuke. I'm kind of hoping he does outscore the quarterbacks big time. Just take him out of the lineups. Just take him out. I think we should do
my strongest take today is that you should play the quarterbacks.
Yeah, I know that. I know it is. I think that was Big T's take too. We should do a frame by frame, show by show, frame by frame video at the end of this season for your hair length.
My hairline?
Hair length.
Oh,
length. Yes.
Okay. So I can't cut it now.
And set to another turning point. Fork stuck in the road. Green Day.
Right. Okay.
Time of our life. All right. That's it. Jets 20, Patriots 16 at best.
2017.
Fair enough. So 2 touchdowns. Who
Both
gets the touchdown?
by Jacoby Brissett.
Oh my God! Stop. You're huffing end dust at this point. You're trying to get this to happen. I put a spell on Brissett. Okay, there's the honest.
No, you didn't buy the spells.
I fucking did. I put it in a jar. $9.99. Brissett, no rushing touchdowns. We'll see how good it is.
No.
I know Beanair, Daniel Jones on the the winning lineup in the Millie.
Daniel Jones let me the fuck down last week, Beanair.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of money on the Giants.
I will never pay up for an NFL quarterback this season until proven otherwise. It is Gardner Minshew week.
Josh Allen?
Okay.
Gardner Minshew.
Durbin, Jets 20, Pat 7. Wow.
I mean,
Could
it's
be
fair. But why 7?
27. Everyone's on the Jets. Anyone on the Patriots? Anyone? You. Patriots not winning, but covering.
I mean, I bet the money line too.
Gabriel Prophet is he's a New York homer.
I don't think Patriots and under.
Patriots in the under.
Yeah.
We salute this. Until next time. Week.